for all those who are defending Lindsay Clancy in the trial of that she's facing after killing her own 3 children 3 years ago, we are going to listen to this crucial testimony from a psychologist who, okay, he says that she was suffering pain and hopelessness due to the situation that she was living, but, and I don't understand very well what was the situation that she was living, because she was such a privileged woman. She had a nanny, she was wealthy, her husband was with her, and she was receiving psychological and medical care. And even though with all those supports that she was receiving, she decided consciously and aware of the consequences to kill her own children, and after that to commit suicide. This is the kind of behavior that looms when someone tries to kill himself or herself, but he doesn't want to leave people in this world to suffer because of, that decision of killing himself or herself. In this case, Lindsay Clancy allegedly tried to take her children's life and not to live here in this world suffering after she disappeared, because she knew exactly what she was going to do and what was the result of her taking the life for her 3 children, and after that to take her own life. She was conscious, and so she must be held criminally accountable for this crime. And in this case, I think this testimony totally disarms the defense that feminists and apologists of this terrible woman are, sustaining in social media, that she was psychotic and that she is not responsible, but the system. The system didn't have anything to do about the decision that she took, and she must be held criminally accountable. Just listen to this testimony, it is crucial in this case.
And did you form an opinion to a reasonable degree of psychological certainty as to whether Ms. Clancy was able to conform her conduct to the requirements of the law when she killed her children?
Yes.
And what is that opinion?
That her capacity to conform her conduct to the requirements of the law is, again, best understood by considering the seriousness of her suicide attempt and her strong desire not to leave her children. She demonstrated such self-control throughout the day on January 24th, and her actions between 5:15 and 6 p.m. that afternoon were influenced by her depression and her hopelessness about her life and the desire to end the pain she had experienced since October. Although this depression and hopelessness influenced her decisions, she retained control over whether, when, and how she carried it out, and the inclusion of her children.
And doctor, did you form an opinion to a reasonable degree of psychological certainty as to whether or not the defendant was criminally responsible when she killed her children?
Yes.
And what is that opinion?
My opinion, my clinical opinion, since I'm not the decision maker here, but my clinical opinion is that she was criminally responsible on January 24th.
And did you...
So this testimony is crucial. I think this dictamination from this psychological expert is demolishing for that kind of, how can I describe it, of this mad defense that has been, being armed in social media and in many different public spaces, that she was not responsible and that she is the victim. The victim are her children. They are dead while she is still alive. So I think this is very clear in this situation, and she must be sent to jail